In this episode of the RV Small Talk podcast, we're going to connect with Chase Rhode, who has been with us off and on in some respect through the years because he grew up around the RV industry, and we're going to pick his brain and get to know his story and see if he can enlighten us on what it's like to be pretty well embedded in the RV industry inside and out. In this episode of the RV
so close.
I just did that again. Welcome to the RV Small Talk podcast, where we talk about lightweight trailers, truck campers, and the people, places, and adventures that go right along with them. I am Clint from Princecraft.
I have no dreadlocks anymore.
That's true. Everyone go onto the YouTubes and take a look. We also don't have a PJ. Did you brush her out as well?
Gonna wash that PJ right out of my hair.
Yeah.
Wait, that's how that song goes, right? No,
but it's a future hit. So
PJ's on vacay.
Yeah, we're gonna let her listen to this some other time.
She can cringe along with us some other day.
Got it. But Chase, we didn't even know that you're coming in today.
Guys, well, thank you for letting me come on in today and not kicking me out.
There's still time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, depending on how this goes over the next few minutes, if I'm a good
seeing as how you surprised us and we're a little edgy from surprises, we decided to punish you by putting you on a microphone and seeing if we can ask you embarrassing questions.
And here we are. And somehow Princecraft
you said
gets
yes
me to do that. Time and time.
So we know Chase. I met you through your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, what a character. Anyway, tell us about camping in diapers.
Well, a little backstory on that. If you give me 2 seconds.
Don't look at me like that.
But yes, yeah. Meeting you guys through my dad has been very cool because I've obviously grown up in the industry through the introduction, and my dad's been in this business for as long as I remember. Scott Rhode, a man who needs no introduction in his own circles. Endless energy, a crazy motor, tons of passion, and love spending time with him and building business and making people happy.
Has he, in your lifetime, has he always been around RVs?
Always.
Okay. I thought so, but just wanted to clarify that for myself. So that does that in any way mean that you as a family were RVers?
We were RVers and are RVers, though we've had graduated through different segments of the business over time. As the industry has changed over time, and it's been kind of fun to watch that unfold, as a young man and growing up camping through different various, ways through it.
Okay. So you were RVers. You've been through different formats and all that. Did y'all spend any time tent camping and backpacking?
We did, and that's how I got my start camping, and that's really how we started. So we got backpacks, and we would go out for multiple days.
Okay.
We'd bring friends. Usually, my dad was the leader for us, and we'd have 5-6 little tykes behind him carrying 80-pound bags, and
Was it like a troop sort of thing?
It was not a troop thing. It was just something that my dad had done with his dad growing up and passed that along to me and my older brother, and something our friends gravitated to. And as we continued, we hiked all sorts of mountains all over the world, done ultra marathons, and had a lot of fun doing that.
Sure. And you inherited your dad's energy because you do ultra marathons still, and you do ultimate frisbee and things like that, even to this day.
All sorts of stuff.
Soccer,
He's an ultimate kind of guy.
You can't slow him down. So I always like to ask whenever we have someone on who's in the industry, their background with camping, because you'd be surprised that we do well in our set of manufacturers and our set of representatives. Most do have a background of camping and still do engage with camping, but in the industry, it's actually not as many as you might hope.
Right.
No, you're spot on. And it's something that, my dad and I, just having grown up with him in the industry, we have a metaphor for it where a lot of the industry are cooks at a restaurant, but they don't eat their own food.
That's scary.
And it's scary, right?
Yeah.
You're not testing your own food. If the customer is sometimes the R&D for your new recipe, it doesn't always taste the best. And so part of our philosophy has been and always will be to be active users of whatever it is that we're representing.
So
putting out there.
So as far as you can remember, your dad worked in the RV industry?
From my first memories, we started actually in a small town in Texas. He was with Fleetwood.
Oh.
And
So what's like the thing you remember? I mean, like, I am kind of in that vein, you know. I mean, my parents got into the RV industry when I was, I don't know, 11, I think. So maybe not growing up, but there was a lot that I remember. What do you remember about like the RV industry? Like, what is something that you either loved or hated about your dad being
Wait.
so?
We got to be cautious here. Are you a 90s baby?
I'm a 90s baby.
Oh, he's a baby.
I know.
So his memories are going to be very different than what we think.
I know. Like, there are specific things that I remember that like my mom couldn't do because she was part of the RV industry. And there's a lot of cool things we got to do because she was part of the RV industry. So what was that like for you when you were a kid?
I've got a story for you guys and then kind of the practical growing up.
Let's go.
The practical side of it is I grew up a soccer player, as you mentioned, Clint. Was able to play Division I college and overseas for a bit. So that meant I spent a lot of time on the road, like a lot of other RVers. So what we're doing now and part of we'll get to later is the sports essence of what we're doing now has a lot of synergy in there. So packing up, I mean, we're spending nights at hotels, Friday nights, Saturday nights, driving hundreds of miles just to play soccer games. And that bill was racking up. So that was part of the practical reason we camped as a family was for our sports side.
That makes sense.
And then a cool story about the progression is, so my dad, the 2-second background, he was with Fleetwood, national sales manager over there before moving over to another company and worked with more traditional travel trailers. But around 2008, 2009, I was still young and I didn't know exactly all that was going on in the world. But he helped co-create what's called the R-Pod now. And the first R-Pod ever we got to take out for the first time as a family. So we went to Ocean Lakes down in Myrtle Beach. We didn't know how it was going to be received by anybody because we're talking and they didn't think a small segment existed for travel trailers.
Well, and the R-Pod ended up setting a tone that others copied. It was very well received. It had a unique shape.
So you take the first R-Pod ever?
We took the first R-Pod. The model number would be closest to a 172 right now. So if you are historians out there, I have an older brother, a younger sister, 2 parents, and 2 dogs.
Yeah, that's the right size trailer for that.
That's insane.
So talk about a story. You've got 2 dogs and 3 kids bunking up on the front side, a non-slide unit. Couldn't have been more than 2,500 pounds dry. Right. And then parents in the back. And I'll tell you what, because we've camped in all sorts of other units, but that R-Pod had people coming in and out of it like you've never seen.
Right. Oh, what is this? Why? What? It's a weird shape.
We didn't even get to sleep in it. It felt like because people were going in and out. So that was a very.
And I'm sure your dad loved that. Oh, come check it out. Oh, yeah. Did you know I helped build this? Oh,
My dad, the door open policy. Absolutely.
And how about your mom wasn't in the RV industry, but is she always supportive of it? She likes camping. She likes trailers. My
mom is the toughest person I know. Okay. And she loves camping, from tent camping. She'll backpack. She'll run marathons.
She was down with all this.
She was down with all of it. But now she has definitely taken a liking to the RV industry in that there's a lot more comfort. To get off the ground.
It's fairly natural progression for people who come from the tent on up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I imagine what's the little ape, and then it goes into the man.
Yeah.
And then the man crouches over because he gets old. Yeah, you need little RVs there, like the progression of RVs,
we'll make that
like
sticker.
the little tent, and then.
Yeah. Before we go too much further, because we've really danced around it, so let's go ahead and satisfy people's curiosity, and then we'll get back into your story. You are doing what? What is your job, and with who, so they can understand what we've been dancing around? I don't want to lead them on too much. What do you do?
Okay. Yes.
Who are you?
Hey guys. And just for the background context, I do remember also the side story is 15 years ago, I think maybe 16 at this point, my dad told me the story about being you guys in the bowling alley to
Yes.
start, and our pod being one of the first brands
Yes.
that you got started with,
Right.
and you guys, that was that first
You're
partnership.
sitting in that bowling alley
Yes.
Which
to
is-
record this podcast.
Pretty incredible to see how far you guys have come.
It's like we grow up together.
Yeah, right. It feels great.
Do you want to hold hands?
Yes.
He doesn't want to hold my hand.
I can be a hand holder. I've
I'll
been
find
a
you some
hand holder.
sanitizer. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Achoo. Okay. Who's your daddy and what does he do?
But yeah,
No, I'm just kidding. Who are you and what do you
but
do?
getting back to your question, because what we're doing in the industry is a little bit unique, right? We're instead of working with one manufacturer partner like we had in the past, we've reached out to a couple companies that are doing it a little bit differently. So their build process is a little bit slower, their warranty incident rate is a little bit down, and they're just not playing in the same game that conventional RVs have been in.
You're talking about smaller manufacturers.
Somewhere in between a garage shop, a one-off, bespoke build kind of situation, and the larger manufacturing is who you're working with.
It's
You
tons
represent.
of really cool people.
And it's been an incredible journey. Exactly.
Yeah.
To your point, we've been in factories that are just a husband and wife building in their garage,
Right.
all the way up to what you see on a mass scale.
Right.
So we've seen, in my opinion, a very good overview of the industry, especially on the manufacturing side, from your independents to your regionals to your direct-to-consumer companies to those that provide dealerships their products.
Why did you and your dad and y'all's company gravitate towards this middling area where you have not the big massive factory, not the mom and pop, but this middle area? What draws you and your dad and your company to represent them?
It's a twofold answer, and part of it is, so our company's name is Field and Sports, and even that has a two-part, but the field is we're out there, and Clint, you mentioned at the beginning, kind of that insiders on the outside. We're in the field. We travel, we use the products. We're at every single Overland show. We're at industry shows. So we're out there, we're reporting live and doing our homework there. And then the sports side of it is what we mentioned on a little bit prior. But as far as the manufacturers that we're working with, the reason that we chose this route is really quality. It's a way that we know and have seen to do better for the industry, for people that have worked their whole life to, purchase something to explore the American dream. If that's to go from one end of the country to the other, to go to Alaska, if they're spending their hard-earned dollars doing that, then, we want to support that honestly and as fairly as possible. And the companies that we work with, we vet intensely. We do factory tours. We meet with their entire teams, their service and sales departments, and make sure that this is going to be a good fit to represent. And generally, the companies we work with have a few principles in line. Is they've been in business for a long time. They have a family component to it. Their warranty incident rate is low, and their reviews and care of the customer is second to none. And so, by partnering with those types of companies and those types of people, it makes my job really easy, because I get to go around and have fun talking with some awesome people like yourselves sitting on podcasts while really good quality products are getting out into the marketplace.
So 2 questions here. Okay. Who are you excited to be working with right now? And the other question is, we haven't really made clear what your role is. I mean, you work with these companies, but in what capacity, and why do you come and drop in on us, sort of thing? So who are you working with, and what is the role that you occupy between these companies and a dealership?
That's a great question. So my role is founder of this company, co-founder of this company, is to connect with these manufacturers at every level of the process. So it's not simply we're getting a packet and selling their product. We're on with these teams, weekly, twice a week, 3 times a week, working with them daily, building out their distribution, because in most cases, these are companies that have gone from a direct-to-consumer model where they've sold from their factory and experienced limitations such as financing limitations, because they can't take in trades and or have access to those other opportunities to sell.
So
geographically limited.
This sounds like whenever you're talking about the manufacturer side of your role, a little bit of business and product development assistance, but also consulting to a degree.
A large part of that is consulting, and one brand we're happy to be working with right now and have been with from its beginning is Modern Buggy RV out of Edwardsburg, Michigan. And some of that product consulting you're talking about is my dad was a product manager over at one of the larger companies. So we carried that experience over to Modern Buggy and, took a product that it didn't have much life and, ended up winning some pretty cool industry awards like Teardrop of the Year and RV Business Top 10 of the Year. So we're able to take some of that experience, bring it in that product management side and help connect with what we believe are the right partners throughout the country for these types of elevated products.
So it would be totally incorrect to say you are a rep for an RV company.
It would be one hat. Yes.
That'd be too limited.
Right. Because that was a lot of words that make sense to me, but I can see how people listening to the podcast or people who aren't so familiar say, oh, he's a rep for ModBug. But what you're saying is you do more than just, okay, here are your orders, here are your trailers. You are kind of in the manufacturing world too. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we are. Yes. And that is honestly, most of our role is being ingrained with those manufacturers and building out efficiencies where they can bring costs down to deliver a higher quality product to, customers looking to camp. And the way that, we're able to do that and position with these companies is, by spreading out those resources.
Okay. So now you're traveling around. You're not from our neck of the woods, but here you are. What is your role on the road with dealerships?
So with the dealerships, we manage, and part of our initiative was to build out certain software programs. But in this particular case, I'm going to represent Oliver Travel Trailers at the Dallas RV Show this weekend. So alongside of what we do with the manufacturers, most of my travel is representing the products in the field at industry expos, industry events, and everywhere else you fit.
So you were traveling to Dallas and you just stopped by to say hi to us? Is that what you're saying?
Get this. He landed in Dallas and drove down here to us.
Stop it.
And he's going to go back to Dallas tonight.
You liar.
That's how much you guys mean to me. Hey, it was a big day. Now we can hold hands. You guys.
That is so, I had no idea. Thank you.
Absolutely. And so when we do go to those shows, we do it, from product training, all the way down to YouTube, our YouTube channel at the Field and Sports Report, where we go out and check out Overland gear and, forthcoming products.
Yeah. So Lindsay, you've been around this longer than I have, and you have a role that's, I would say, closer associated with the products and the customers with the various hats that you wear.
Sure.
What would you say the importance of the representative relationship with the dealership is worth? Where's the value there for the end user of the product?
If it were a pie chart, it would be like this much.
Okay. I'm not.
A lot.
What makes it good?
What makes
and where does it fail?
Communication, honestly, is it. If you think about a dealership having all these different products, we have all these different things we need to remember from the different manufacturers, the different selling points, the different price points, the different inventory. When are we getting these? Oh, they take forever. Oh, this one had, all the different stuff.
Right.
And if you talk about like a rep for a certain company or someone who helps connect the manufacturer and the dealership, it means everything, because I can think of our top sellers and they all have the best reps, like the amazing reps, the communication, the, hey, did you know that this does this? Hey, I'm going to send you this to help you sell. Just that constant communication honestly makes the best rep ever, and showing up for shows, which Chase always does.
Yeah. So that communication, we always, with the best reps, we are aware of changes. We're aware of what's going on at the factory because it's always
We
good
know
to
the new things coming up so that
Right.
we can pass them along to the customer and keep them secret.
And in this industry, you know, an RV dealership doesn't work exactly like an auto dealership. You'd think they were very close, but we
They're
carry,
not.
what did we count? 37, 39 different brands
Yeah,
we carry.
it's very different.
An auto dealership, you think about it, your Ford Lincoln dealership.
It's Ford and Lincoln.
It used to be Ford Lincoln Mercury, but it's really the same car with different body panels
Right.
and
Right.
badges and what have you. So they don't have to know 37 to 39 different brands, and underneath those brands, the different products that they carry. We decided we have, I forget, 170 something
A lot.
different models
Yeah.
that our sales staff has to stay up to date on. We can't do it without continuing education that is right on time, because some brands will do a mid-year update and some brands will have a supply issue, like we had so many during COVID, and we had to have such good communication to have up-to-date information to be able to give confidence to the customer.
Communication, and I feel like the reps or the manufacturers that do the best with us are the ones who act like real people. I mean, it sounds weird, but if we're talking about an RV industry professional walking into this building, a lot of times it is, I don't know, robotic, business.
Yeah.
And I think it's different when you walk into a place like this versus walking into maybe a bigger chain RV dealership where it is business. But I think the reps that do well with us are the ones who walk in and are people, because
Who accidentally stumble in and become family.
they just trip and fall through the door.
Right.
Then we keep them forever.
With lunch.
But yeah, like, I mean, a personality and communication really is like the best reps. And you're one of my favorites, even though I won't call you a rep anymore because I feel weird about doing that.
Well, thank you.
You're like beyond rep
No.
status. We need to come up with another name, like super rep.
Or just Chase.
Yeah.
No?
Super
right.
Chase.
Super Chase.
I can get behind
Chase.
Super Chase. I get behind that. Yeah.
Walk in through the door with theme music.
Yeah, right. Maybe
Well,
next time.
We knew he was coming.
right.
We queued it up, but he just surprised us. So
Yeah. So we're in a very busy season for you, for the industry. Hershey, I think, is happening this week. You're
right.
doing a big Dallas show, and it is a sizable thing. And then in 2 weeks is the big Elkhart open house. And then all the fall shows across the country are happening. What does this mean? Is this an exciting time? Do you all have to like start chugging, energy drinks? What does this mean for someone in your role, this going into the fall season?
It's easy because I love what I do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yes. I mean, there's a lot of events coming up. It's an exciting time for the industry. What I'm excited to see is all the innovation, especially this year with that focus. Yes, just like you mentioned, the Dallas show this weekend in tandem with Hershey, Elkhart open house, and then be out in Virginia for the Overland Expo in Arrington out there.
Yes. Yeah.
So that'll be, I think, the weekend after. So a lot of road time, which is good because again, it's an opportunity for us to connect with customers, get feedback, hear real-time feedback so that we can continue to improve and implement those changes. Yeah.
But do you get tired of hotels?
You can get tired of hotels. You can get tired of hotels.
And you and your dad are always, you're active, but you're also trying to be healthy. How do you eat on the road?
I'm a very weird eater on the road. I'll get snacks before I go. I'll start in the morning. I'll go to a Walmart and just get a bunch of just like protein bars and jerky, just because I do like controlling what I eat because I like feeling good.
it's
Yeah.
just snack when you can.
It really is snack when
Yeah.
you can. It's sleep when you can, snack when you can.
Yeah.
And it's fun because you're just going and that's what I do is I eat pretty healthy on the road, snacks. I will though, since I'm in Texas, have some Whataburger. And then
Yeah, you will.
I will also have some Papacitos Cantina tonight because it's Wednesday.
Yes.
And
What happens at Papacitos on Wednesday?
it's a magical time and place. You get It's literally half off fajitas, and they have
so excited.
this butter that you dip
Wait,
the fajita.
wait.
Guys.
Half off fajitas?
Yeah, you just get the meat, not the tortilla.
Yeah, it's half of the fajita.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm calling Laura.
I'm telling you.
Wait, you dip your fajitas in butter?
I don't have a problem.
I've
but
never-
yes,
I've
but it
never
is.
been to Papacitos.
You have to go. I'm telling you,
Yep.
it's that good.
On Wednesdays.
You can go any night, but the best bang for your buck is on Wednesdays.
Half price fajitas that you dip in butter.
You don't even have to talk to anyone. Go right to the bar. Just order.
Slamming
Give me
butter.
you know what I want. Give me the fajitas. Come on, don't even
talk to
smile.
anybody.
Lindsay,
Just,
I'm gonna have to slow you down. That's your third shot of butter.
yeah, you want the regular. Yeah, just fajita with
Wednesday's
8
almost
butters.
over.
Yeah.
Well, Chase, I haven't seen you light up like that in a long time. He got so excited.
Yeah, that is one thing to look forward to on the road is eating.
Yeah.
and trying out the local cuisines.
Yeah. Okay. So you mentioned things that are coming, innovations and all that. What is the industry, whether it be in products that you're close to or things that you have just caught wind of? What's the industry going to show us?
The industry, I think, is going in 2 different ways. You have
Up and down?
Left and right. Back and forth.
Southeast by northwest.
Did you think that
brains
Clint
are
was
moving
going to ask you a
fast.
question and you were going to be able to answer it without interruption? You're wrong.
I'm learning as I go.
You got the wrong podcast.
Yes.
Okay.
PJ's not here to
Clint.
control us.
But I guess let me talk about what we're doing because I'm excited to showcase these brands together for the first time. Together, they're separate, and to your point, yes, as we grow, our team grows.
Mm-hmm.
So we have also started adding on people to our team, and we've expanded and have started doing that this year, which is really exciting for us. It's a step in our business growth and journey together for father and son going at it. But with our products, we wanted to make sure whenever we bring something in that they don't overlap with each other. They have a very unique characteristic about them that someone else is either not doing or not capable of doing. And bringing those to open house. So with all of our travel trailers, it is the double hull fiberglass true 4-season unit built out of Hohenwald, Tennessee. Beautiful. I mean, some
Yeah,
regarded
that
as
one.
the best built travel trailer on the market. I'm not biased, and it's incredibly well done, worth checking out. Then we have Sylvan Sport, which is the Swiss Army knife of camping trailers.
You're familiar with Sylvan Sport.
Yep.
They're Tom Dempsey, the owner, founder out in Brevard, North Carolina. Beautiful factory showroom and been in business for 25 years and looking to partner up with a handful of dealers.
Are they
across the country.
finally going to release their trailer?
The Vast is coming.
The Vast is
We've
coming.
been waiting for that trailer
Oh my
for like
gosh.
ever.
It's worth the wait.
I mean, it looks very
that
cool.
kitchen. Guys, just go do your homework on the Googles. Look at
Yeah, Sylvan Sport Vast.
Look it up. You've got 2 queen beds. The top bed actually comes down on a loft system, so it can be used as storage or honestly the best night's sleep of your life because Sylvan Sport also makes their own mattress.
They do.
So it's
Yeah.
upgrades everywhere you see it. But yeah, Clint, to your point, they're going to have to watch a video because I'm not going to be able to explain
No.
it. But it's an indoor-outdoor kitchen that just maximizes the space and really sets the setting for those adventurers out there.
So those are 2. Do we have Oliver, Sylvan Sport? Who else?
We have Modern Buggy RV, which you can find here at Princess Craft, which is our affordable overland product.
Mind you, you can also find the Oliver at Princess Craft.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Very
have those.
big fans of Princess Craft and appreciative. And with Modern Buggy, what we wanted to do was there's a segment of the business in this overland world that is so cool and vast and built to standards that are hard to match. But the price point also matches that level of quality. So what we wanted to do was take the best of that world and put it into a small, bite-sized, affordable package in Modern Buggy. So you've got full composite flooring. You have Asdel composite walls on the exterior and interior, real birch wood wherever you see that, and true fiberglass ceilings, roofs, and rear doors. So it's a great product to check out. And then rounding out our list is ProLite from Canada. So up in Montreal, if you haven't heard of that, it is.
I didn't realize you spoke French.
Oui. It is. Is that French? Yeah, that
yes.
is. Yes. No, actually, I should say no, but.
I just want bonbons.
But what they're doing up there, and again, this is a company that's been in business for 25 years. Each unit is online for 10 days, which is not very typical in this business.
No, it isn't.
It takes a long time to build because the process is what gets the weight down. Mm-hmm. And so we're looking at floor plans that you're sleeping 3, standing up, have a cassette bathroom, and
standing up sleep.
Standing
This is like
up.
the space station.
What?
It's not believable. I can't wait for everyone to see it.
Wait, what? Wait. You're talking about like you can stand up in the camper and also you can sleep 3?
You can stand up, you can sleep 3, you have a bathroom, and you've got a
Commas.
Oh, wait, am I like running the sentence together where you're
I was like-
standing up and sleeping?
Yes, I was like,
He didn't
Yeah,
say
you've never
are we
vampire.
being put in pods now?
You can stand up, comma, sleep 3.
stand up, sleep 3.
reminder
I've
to
only
take a
seen
breath.
stand up,
Yeah.
sleep 2.
Yeah, it's
Okay, all right. You're getting way too excited about your product, which is so awesome.
Well, it's a little less unique now,
It was.
but
Still very impressive.
yeah, maybe a concept piece, but so you're standing up, sleeping 3, bathroom inside in a kitchen. It's one of my favorite floor plans. They offer the lounge for 1,400 pounds dry.
Okay.
So just in reference to that, most of your other campers, RVs, overland trailers that are 1,400 pounds are generally going to be your crawl-in style units.
Yes. Yep.
So that's
Absolutely.
almost exclusively.
So you're saying the industry as a whole, you're just seeing a lot of really cool new ideas, which I think for the past couple years, I mean, there's been an idea here and an idea there, but we haven't really seen that like excitement or that of things actually changing or being different or innovative,
Right.
because everybody's just been trying to
Crank
do
out-
what they can
right.
with what they have. So that's it. You seem excited, which makes me excited.
I'm excited, and I think there's an element to, and I'll speak on this, what you guys carry on your lot and what we try to represent is a good representative of the industry in for campers. And I don't mean that lightly. I think with a lot of interest on the industry during COVID, we saw where some manufacturers were coming up short. And while none of us are ever going to be perfect, we are looking to make strides in those quality areas that customers are searching for,
Sure.
demanding and seeing online that it's not worth those headaches, and potentially a little bit more money on the front end will save you an unmeasurable amount of that
heavy
sigh on the back
Yeah.
end.
Yeah. Many years, many miles, many adventures, but sometimes you just pay for quality on the front end.
On the
That's
front
true.
end.
I get it.
I have a question, but it needs to be the last question.
You know what? I'm good with that. We have met a point where I think that we also have to get you on the road towards home.
Yeah.
So go ahead and ask your
went
question.
so quickly, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. My question is, it is almost Halloween.
Okay.
If somebody wanted to dress up as an RV salesperson, RV rep for Halloween, what 3 things do they need to have in their costume?
As an
RV rep.
as an
since you're a rep.
RV rep.
What was stereotypical RV rep?
Yes. What do you need to have for your costume?
Gosh, for your typical RV rep, I think it's a golf polo,
Okay.
some kind of golf polo.
Golf polo for sure.
I and a growing popular choice are the stretchy kind of long
Stretchy
pants.
khaki pants?
Yeah, because
Are those Lululemon?
they,
Are they bird dogs?
They might be.
Brian.
Yeah, they might be. But I can stretch. I'm comfortable. I don't wrinkle.
You
But
sell
you look
RVs, don't sell
professional.
pants.
But I look professional.
Okay. What's the third thing that all RV reps carry around with them, have on them, accessorize with? Besides brochures, that doesn't count. That's a cop out.
Are you asking about the trucker hats?
Oh no!
Hats, do
I've
they?
never seen an RV rep wear a trucker
Serious?
hat. No.
I don't recall it. That's just the.
I thought
the
you would
mesh
say
out
hair
tall.
gel or a fancy pin or.
Oh my god!
Oh, but now you just called out everybody with trucker
right.
hats.
Yeah, so I need to be looking for how many
Is this
trucker
a
hats
thing?
there are in open house.
It's growing.
Oh, so this is like a new thing.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
new thing where reps are. Yeah, there's a little more style
Like
coming out.
Like,
Are trucker hat style?
are they professional enough? Jason's
That's
like,
see,
I
hey,
don't know.
you're talking to the wrong guy. I've pretty much worn the same outfit for like 5 years.
I
I'm
thought-
very simple.
Trucker hats hit the scene in early 2000s pop.
Hey, it's what is it? It's styles.
It's
come
making
back.
the circle?
Trends, yeah. It's
Yeah,
it.
but you're talking
RVs
about
are finally catching
professionally,
up.
like polo,
Professionally?
khaki pants, and a trucker hat.
Professionally, I mean, pretty much your Cole Haan shoes. Is that what you're looking at?
Cool Hind shoes.
Just your typical.
Yeah, those
shoes.
are definitely RV rep shoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something not fancy
But
but,
trucker
comfortable.
hats.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Who's your favorite sock?
My favorite sock.
Yeah.
Say left. Say left.
I would say Bombas.
I actually love Bomba socks.
Yeah.
Left.
Yeah.
Left.
The left Bombas.
The left suck.
Okay. Cotton, synthetic, or merino wool?
Well, because I run, I'm trying to remember the brand because it's such a phenomenal brand. It's a
I
synthetic
knew
sock.
he would know it.
Good gosh. It's a synthetic sock. I can hear my brother right now.
Does it help
Screamed
your
at me.
feet to sweat efficiently or to not sweat at all?
I think for humans, you want them to sweat efficiently. That's
Yeah,
our
yeah.
superpower. Sweat. That's how we can keep up. That's how we used to be able to,
What?
hunt our prey.
There you go. Got
Well.
weird as it should.
It ends in stinky feet or not so stinky feet. Wonderful.
Everybody, if you want to see how red Chase just turned, head on over to YouTube and look up RV Small Talk Podcast. We will be there for you. And also look up the show notes at rvsmalltalk.com. Find us on social media, RV Small Talk. And remind us the name of the business because we just know you and your dad.
Yeah. Well,
Field and
Field and Sports.
Field and Sports.
So you can find us online and you can find us on YouTube at the Field and Sports Report.
Okay.
And want to thank you both so much for having me on. I just had a blast. That was fun.
wasn't it fun?
It was fun.
We got the training wheels off.
We're pretty fun.
You just roll on in next time.
Oh, make it easy. Absolutely. So yeah, Field and Sports, and yeah,
Love it.
pumped.
Well, thanks.
We'll see you next time, everybody.
Bye.